Myopia is the technical term for nearsightedness, which just means that you see better up close and not quite as well in the distance. Typically, we would correct for this with glasses or contact lenses, but in order for you to see clearly, light has to enter your eye and focus directly on your retina. In myopia, light enters your eye and focuses in front of your retina. That makes things blurry for you. We are seeing an increase in myopia. The current statistic is that by the year 2050, about 50% of the global population will be myopic, which is really a concerning thing because what is actually happening in myopia or in progressive myopia is that the eye is actually getting longer and longer over time. And with that elongation, it stretches the structures in the back of the eye that help you to see. So with that stretch or that stress on the back of the eye, we see increases in things like retinal detachments, cataracts, glaucoma, maculopathy, and all of those are risks to vision in the long run. So the lower that we can keep a prescription, the shorter the eye stays and the less risk for ocular disease in the future. So there's biological risk factors and then there's environmental risk factors. So the biological risk factors include family history. Having a parent, especially two parents who are nearsighted, will put you more at risk for development of myopia and progression of myopia. Also ethnicity, being of Asian or East Asian descent, puts you more at risk. And then also age is a big one too. We see between the ages of 5 to 9, we see more development of myopia. The environmental risk factors are more along the lines of spending less time outdoors. We're seeing that myopia is increasing with the amount of indoor time children are spending now. Also, more time spent on near activities like video games, scrolling through social media, just, lots of near point tasks will increase that risk as well. Yep, so there's several different treatment plans that help to slow down the progression of myopia or the elongation of the eye that can lead to those ocular conditions in the future. The first one is something called the Gentle Vision Shaping System, which is abbreviated GVSS. You may also hear other providers refer to that same type of system as Ortho-K or CRT lenses. What it is it's a rigid lens that you actually sleep in every night, and it acts as almost like a retainer for your eye. So every night you sleep in this lens and it helps to reshape the surface of the eye. Then whenever you wake up, during that next day, you can see well without glasses or contact lenses. You just have to sleep in that hard lens every night. The way that this helps with myopic progression is the way that it refocuses light inside the eye is different. So in traditional glasses and contact lenses, the central rays focus on the retina and the peripheral rays focus behind the retina. Those peripheral rays act as a trigger for the eye to want to elongate, which increases myopia. So with the GVSS system, those peripheral rays are then refocused in front of the retina and it takes away the trigger for eye elongation over time. The second option, which works in the exact same way, just a different method, are soft multifocal contact lenses. These are regular soft lenses that you wear during the day that you would take out at nighttime to either throw away or to clean overnight. But the way that it refocuses light, the optics of that lens refocus light in the same way as GVSS. These options, both GVSS and soft multifocal lenses, slow down myopia progression by about 50 to 55%. The last option is something called atropine, which is an actual eye drop that we formulate for you that you put in each eye at nighttime before bed. The method behind how this one works is a little less known than the GVSS and soft multifocal options, but it has been shown in studies to slow down progression by about 60 to 65%. So we would notice myopic development or progression at your comprehensive eye exam every year. Whenever you come in and we do the 1 and 2 to check your prescription, what we're checking is your level of nearsightedness or just your level of prescription, but we're able to compare those numbers each year and see if that's something that is a concern or if that's something that is increasing every year. And if it is, then we would talk about these options to help slow down that progression.